see that I usually use more neutrals, like more browns, some like gold colors. But I've been trying to get out of my comfort zone and do more colorful eyeshadow looks, and so far this eyeshadow palette has been able to do all of the looks I've done in the past. So I've done purple, pink, I did the little green minty color last video, and then now like a more blue, bright blue color. So this is a very popular eyeshadow palette, so if you have it, comment down below. I like it honestly, but one thing is, if you like glittery colors, this one does not have a lot of glittery colors. They're more matte, but they are very pigmented. I'm gonna give you a quick swatch of the eyeshadows that I'm wearing right now. I believe I'm using 3 different colors. The first one is this one. The second one is this one. And then the third one, I believe it was this one, yeah. So those 3 are the shadows I have on right now. And I'll give you just a quick swatch. So you can see they're pretty bright colors. This one, I think you definitely have to build it up. It's not as like bright as this one. The next eyeshadow palette is my most used, loved eyeshadow palette, and it's really, you'll see. This is the Morphe 350M eyeshadow palette, and as you can see, it is quite loved. I received this one as a gift, I believe, like my last birthday, and it's been so good because it's all matte, so you can pretty much do any smoky, simple, everyday makeup look. I dropped it once, and the top part of the eyeshadow palette literally broke. So I have to be very careful when I use it, and I have to lay it down. But these are the shades, all warm browns and like neutral colors up here. You can see which ones I love and use the most. And then you can also see this little dent. My heart dropped when I saw it. My niece, she's 4, but I think when she used it, she was a lot younger, so she was really like rough with my makeup, and one day she just stuck her finger in the eyeshadow. Of course, I was not upset at her because she's just a baby, but it hurt. Isn't it like the worst when you drop an eyeshadow palette or powder and it like focus, but I got bubbles, so now I have like texture on my nails. It's horrible. I'm gonna redo them, but in case you are looking at them and you're wondering, I'm with you, girl. But anyways, so yeah, I used to be obsessed with the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. So my sister just bought me this eyeshadow palette. And to be honest with you, the colors were really pigmented. Of course, like there's way better eyeshadow palettes now, but when I got this, it was like actually very useful. The colors aren't as warm, and like I typically use warm eyeshadow palettes, but I don't know, I thought it was cute. I thought the colors were really cute, and I'll show you. Trying to cover the mirror so that you don't get a huge reflection in your beautiful eyes. But yeah, I'm gonna just show you guys. I'm gonna read some of the names, and let me move the mic real quick. I'll be back. So this very first eyeshadow palette is called Ghostly. Ghostly. And it is very pigmented. It's so creamy. So I've never used it, but I mean, okay. Ghostly. And I believe you pronounce this blue one Starry Night. Beautiful color. Look at that. Let's see how it will look on my hand. Wow, so cute. Oh yeah, that's the white one. palette. Pirates of the Caribbean. I loved how cute all of the names were and theme. That is very creative, and that's why I like when companies just actually name their eyeshadows. I'm gonna clean my hand really quickly before I start to get everything dirty. Next eyeshadow palette is this one, Naked Urban Decay. Naked Urban Decay. This palette has a lot of texture in the brown. This eyeshadow palette is also one of my favorites because it just reminds me of like bronze goddess. But here it is, a beautiful set of warm pink, orange, and neutral colors. And I'm gonna start from this, the lightest, to the darkest. So the first one is out, 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 out. The second one is called Chaser. Next is Saucy. I think that's how you say Saucy. The fourth one is called Low Blow. The fifth one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth one is called Lumbre. The sixth one is called He Devil. By the way, do you guys want to see a swatch of the Lumbre? And then the other like shimmery ones. I feel like I love swatches of shimmery colors. So I'm gonna be swatching Lumbre, Dirty Talk, Scorched, and Ember. Yeah, Ember. So this one, and this one. Whoa. these eyeshadow palettes. So since we just did a Naked Urban Decay one, I'm gonna show you my other Naked Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow palette has a lot of texture in the cover, and it's so beautiful to look at. Like, come on, look at this. You're not gonna tell me this is not beautiful. By the way, if you hear any noises in the background, my cats, I swear, like, every time I record, they want to come into my office. So I might have to do a video with just the cats. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something that you're interested in. But anyways, this one's called the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. This one also has a mirror, so I'm gonna try to cover it so that it doesn't freaking strain your eyes. But here they are. Here are the shades. I'm gonna go through the first row, starting from left to right, and then the last one. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 eyeshadows again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this one also came with a little brush, but I took it out. So let's start with the first one. Blow, 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 blow. Next is called Nude, 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 Nude. Commando is the third one. Commando. Tempted is the fourth one. Instinct is the fifth one. Instinct. The very last eyeshadow at the very top is called Lethal. Oh my god, I forgot I had these. I'll take it off right now. Then we're gonna start from the bottom. Pre-game. Extra bitter. It's bitter, yeah. I was about to say extra butter. Extra bitter. Faith is the third one at the bottom. Faith. Then it's called Lockout. The fourth one, Lockout. Magnet is this gray one, and I think it was the very magnet color. Magnet. And then the very last one, it's called Black Chuck. sure that her skincare line does work for some people, but unfortunately I do have sensitive skin, so it didn't work out for me. So anyways, I went off in a rant, but this is the only eyeshadow palette that I have from her makeup line, and I've been meaning to try some of her palettes because they're actually really affordable. They're not too expensive. So maybe in the future. Isn't this so cool? I really do. When this came out, I really liked her design. Very original. And it's very dirty, so don't judge. Kylie. And again with the neutrals. And then these colors actually have the names in the back, so I'm just gonna be reading them off like this. The very first one up here, actually let's start on this side. This one is called Naked, 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 Naked. And then this is center one. The second one is called Peach, 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 Peach. I seriously need to take a day and just like wipe and clean all of my palettes. But anyways, and then I believe this one is called Penny, 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 Penny. Now we're gonna go with the second line, and this one is called LA. This one is called Burgundy, and it's a matte. So I believe this is shimmer, 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 and shimmer, and then matte, 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 matte. Anyways, burgundy, 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 burgundy. And then the very last one, this one is called Dubai. Dubai, 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 Dubai. Now the bottom row, we'll start with this one. This one is called, this one, the name kind of erased in the back, but I believe it's a spark. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we can move on. This one is called New York, New York, New York. New York. And then the very, very last one is called Almond, Almond, Almond. This one. I'm gonna do swatches of the shimmery colors just for fun. So this one, that one, this one, and this one. Oops. So let's see. Wow. Oh no, this one. I mean, they're pretty colors. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I don't think it's anything too special, but it's a nice little eyeshadow palette. If you like your products and you like neutrals, it's also very like travel friendly. It's not too big. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it fast because I feel like these videos are very long. But anyways, I think you guys saw this in one of my videos. It's called Wondrous Seascape. super pretty. And then the third one on the top row is called Golden Reef. Golden Reef. Golden Reef. And I love how this one is like sea beach themed. That is so cute. I'm the biggest fan of like beach vibes, like seashells, summer. I love them. Anyways, let's move on to this one, which is our only matte one, and it's called Sentimental. And then this one is called Sea Foam, and you can't really see it on camera, but it's kind of greenish. Yeah, you definitely cannot see it, but it's like a greenish, goldish color. And then the very, very last one is called Ghost. So you know the drill. We're gonna swatch this one. This eyeshadow palette for sure has fallout, like facts. So the first three colors, let's see them. Ooh. And tell me why I feel like they all look the same. Like all of the swatches I've been doing are pretty much repeats. Like I told you guys, I'm trying my best to get out of my comfort zone. But to be honest, like 90% of my eyeshadow palettes were gifts. I never buy myself eyeshadow palettes because I have two sisters and both of them almost always give me eyeshadow or like makeup for Christmas or my birthday. So I just don't ever go out and spend too much. But anyways, let's go out with the bottom row. And let's see. Yeah, okay, so of course this one you can barely see. That one's just like a matte black one. Nothing out of the ordinary. But wow, that is a rich color. Look at this. And this one too, it's really pretty. Let me know in the comments down below if you own any of these eyeshadow palettes. I'm sure a lot of you do because these aren't like, you know, they're all like pretty big companies that are very mainstream. So, but I am in the lookout for finding some really good, colorful, glittery eyeshadows. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know down below. And then our final small palette is this Smashbox. Smashbox. Look at that. That is so cute. It definitely has like a texture. You hear that? I think you guys can hear that. But anyways, and just like the Kylie Jenner one, this eyeshadow palette has the colors in the back. So let's take a look at them. Oops. Wow. Look how pretty. So let's start with this little section, the top, and then I'll do the like the bottom three. The top one is called Vanilla. This one is called Vanilla. 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 I haven't used much of this palette, but I will soon. Vanilla. And then this one is called Cruise. 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 Platinum. a thumbs up.